What's up, Jay?
What up, man? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How's your weekend?
Pretty good weekend. You know, just fucking got shit done. Crushing.
Crushing?
I was crushing, bro.
On what?
It's just life. Just every aspect of everything, bro.
That's good, man. That's real
Just
good.
crushing, you know?
That's real good, man.
Everybody should be crushing.
I think they definitely should. That's fucking great.
So, what's new with you?
I got back from TJ. I was spending some time in TJ. It was pretty fun. Shout out to the person that disliked our video, though.
Yeah.
Thank you for disliking it. I appreciate that. It's
an interesting perspective.
very interesting, and not just that. It motivates me.
Thank you for your feedback.
Yeah, because I got shitted on by a couple people because they were like, "You didn't say where you were," and I was like, "I don't think I have to say it. I'm in TJ."
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't really care too much about what specific neighborhood you're in.
Exactly. That's the way I saw it too, and I was like, I don't think I have to, but I'm actually planning another trip soon, where I'm actually gonna be at the red light district. Like I was next to it, like a couple blocks from it.
Yeah.
So I didn't spend much of my time there, because obviously my intention wasn't to go party with fucking strippers. So I was like, I'm just gonna where I was at, I was passing by the red light district. So I was like, I might as well just record some.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna record some of the gays, but I missed them. I was like, fuck, they're not there. Because I'm telling you, there's trannies there. You're just like, like I shit you not. When you're like, you question it, like, I don't know if I should approach, because you don't want to go thinking, hey, you little petite young thing, and they say, oh, what's up, dude? What the fuck? Shit. And that's where you're left with the situation. I mean, well, we're already here. Or you say, nah, I'm cool.
That's good, man. Yeah.
Wait, are you going to go?
Where?
When we go to TJ?
When
you
are you
missed
going?
last time.
I know, but when are you going?
Well, I'm not going to be able to do anything till, I would say, September, October-ish.
Yeah.
I think. So, yeah, we go then.
I think, honestly, I got over my fucking... guys, everybody listening, I had, like, a little fear. I was going through my phase where I was, like, just fucking discovering, like, all the violence in TJ and shit, and it's just crazy. I've never been, so,
No,
you know?
you weren't discovering it, because discovering is, you basically witness it firsthand, right?
No, like, through research. Like, on...
So you were researching the violence.
Like, on YouTube and stuff, and I was like, dude, that kind of shit happens? Like, fuck. That's grotesque. But, long story short, I'm not a pussy no more.
No, I didn't think you were a pussy. Well, I mean, yeah, I did think you were a pussy. But at the same time, it was just like you were getting it. You were being overwhelmed by the information you were seeing, and you were letting it get into your head.
Yeah, because I'm the kind of like, look, you know where we grew up.
Yeah.
We grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
But this is beyond hood.
No,
This is like some other stuff.
That's some other shit.
This is where I'm just like, dude, like, this is just sad.
And no, I agree. But it's like, I mean, I've been there all my life. And it's, from what I've learned, it's if you're fucking around with that shit or you're trying to look for that shit, you're going to find it and you're going to get fucked. But if you're going over there just to look for a good time and, you know, kick it, party, eat, you're pretty much fine.
Yeah, like,
I've only been fucked with by cops. I've never been fucked with people or by people, you know, never have. So it pissed me off when you didn't want to go, because we planned something huge. It was supposed to be this huge ass event because we're gonna go take Butters so we could go fuck some whores, and everybody was all riled up. Everybody was supposed to go. Everybody was ready and set. And then at the end of the fucking day, a day before, everybody hits us with, no, we don't want to go anymore. And we're like, fuck. And I was like, all right, fuck it. As long as it's me, Butters, and Jay, we're gonna have a blast. And then Jay goes, I thought about it, bro. I don't want to go. Fuck. God damn it. So I was like, I guess it's just me and Butters. Luckily, though, Butters didn't fucking, like, he didn't, like,
because he didn't do the research.
Not just that, but he didn't go soft on me where when I was like, hey, fool, we're going to go here. He wasn't like, no, dude, I don't want to go. Like, no, he was like, all right, bro, let's go. You know, we went to the beach. We ate some fucking
crustaceans.
Some crustaceans, some cocktails, some oysters so he could get his fucking dick hard, you know. And then we went to Hong Kong, which I highly recommend people go. Hong Kong is a shit. We might put a video of it, because I did get a video of it.
You should.
Which you're not allowed to do. So I might put a video on our Patreon. So
For research purposes only.
For research purposes only. If you want to see what goes on in Hong Kong, go to our Patreon.
Yeah.
And you'll find out. You'll be like, because yeah, you saw the video. I showed everybody the video, and nobody believed me. Like, nobody believed the stories I was talking about when I was talking about Hong Kong. Everybody was like, nah, bullshit. Vegas is better. Vegas, the bitches are nude. And I was like, yeah, okay. The girls are nude in Vegas. But could you eat them out if you wanted to? No.
It's different rules, guys. Different rules.
And they were like, yeah, you could. You could just pay for them. And no. See, we're talking about two different things. One thing is you get the stripper at Vegas. Then you tell the stripper, hey, after your shift, let's go fuck. I'll pay you. That's one thing. In Hong Kong, while the girl's on the pole, you could say, hey, I want to eat you out. And she'll say, come here, daddy. Just...
Oh, she's slapping on your butt.
Yeah, she's slapping your ass while you're eating her out,
But yeah, I got over that all, like my research. Too much research. I did too much research.
You did way too much research. Beyond
guys. If you do too much research,
you get paranoid.
You will get into your head. And that's on any topic.
Dude,
if you do too much research, like preparing for a math exam, dude, you will get paranoid.
That's on anything. Dude, when I was doing my research with how to become a tyrant fool on the last episode, bro, I was kind of fucking like debating, like, I think I should try it out. Like, I was like, I think I did it. I think Peter Dinklage told me enough to where I could get away with it, But then luckily, the bald eagle came and swooped through my head.
We don't do that here.
I said, we don't do that here. This is America. And I was like, oh, fuck, thank God. Thank America.
But yeah, I'd be down to go to TJ. Just don't let me do no research prior to that.
You fucking better not.
Because you guys fuck up. Let me do research.
Don't fucking do any, bro. I'm telling you. We'll have a blast. And we don't even have to party hard. We'll just do some decent, eating, traversing, see the little sights. And then we'll go to the strip club for a bit. You don't even have to stay there. We'll go for a bit just so you can see what it's about. And then we go back to my pad. I got a pad in TJ, so we don't have to worry about paying for a hotel. I got a pad in TJ. We'll go to my pad in TJ, and we'll chill there.
For anybody wondering, I'm pretty libertarian, some aspects of me. I don't mess with people. I think I don't mess with people. I don't go around messing with people.
You mess with me a lot.
It's different. But... like, just the research I was doing, I was like, dude, are you really telling me that there's parts of Mexico that, like, the violence, like, even if you don't go looking for it, they'll mess with you? That's the kind of research I was doing. I was just like, dude, I don't mess with people. Why would people mess with me? Long story short, I stopped doing research and just, it's like TJ seems, for the most part, pretty safe. Like he said, like Sigley said, if you don't go looking for trouble will try, like, not to find you. So yeah, I'll go based on that. I don't mess with people. Hopefully people don't mess with me.
I'm telling you, the only times I've been fucked was by cops.
Yeah.
And it's over bullshit, like, oh, you tinted your windows, and like, oh, fuck.
Guys, if you guys have any stories of your adventures in TJ, drop them down. Let us know in the comments. Let us know, like, what's the best place to go party? What's the fucking best place to go make friends, blah blah blah, do all this crazy shit. What's your craziest story on TJ? Let us know.
Rosarito doesn't count. Fuck any of you guys that want to bring up Rosarito. We're not talking about Rosarito.
Why not?
Fuck you and Rosarito. We're talking about TJ. Because everybody that thinks TJ thinks Rosarito. They try to mix the two together.
They're two different towns?
They're two different cities. Bro, they're like an hour and a half away from each other. Or like an hour away. It's like LA and San Diego. How could you say, hey, bro, I'm from San Diego, and then some other dickhead that says he's from San Diego or says he's been to San Diego goes, oh, bro, the Hollywood sign is amazing. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Or it's like right now, we're asking about TJ, talk about your stories in TJ. Some asshole's going to come and say, oh, bro, Papas and Beer is amazing. Papas and Beer is in fucking Rosarito.
Right.
Which is crazy because locally here in Compton, this is I'm going off topic right now. But there's a murder that happened they murdered some girl named Daisy de la O. She was 19 years old. Her boyfriend was 25, I believe. And that fool stabbed her to death because this fool this girl broke up with him, and didn't want to be with him anymore. So this fool came, talked to her, said, oh, come outside, babe. I love you, babe. Babe, come out, babe. And then she came out and stabbed her up in back of the apartments, dude.
That's
and
sad.
Killed her.
That's fucking sad.
So this fool took off. This fool went on the run. He went to Rosarito, and he started working at Papas and Beer. And that's where they found him. They found him through TikTok. Like, they were spreading the word through TikTok and social media, going like, hey, this is... I remember the guy because he used to live a couple blocks away from me. They call that for Cosmic. I forgot what his name is. Victor Sosa, I think. I think the piece of shit's named Victor Sosa. But yeah, this was a fucking drug addict. He was a weirdo. Even when I would kick it, I'd be like, this was a fucking weirdo. I only kicked him like once, but he was a fucking weirdo, period. And like, I was like, it sucks. It sucks that this girl lost her life. But it's like, this fool actually ran like a bitch, you know? Like, I guess it was, I don't know how, do you call it a crime of passion?
I've heard a crime of passion being referred to you're in the moment. You don't, yeah, you don't plan like your revenge on somebody and get to call it a crime of passion. I
think that's what this case was. Like, with this dude, he probably planned to murder her because he was like, oh, this girl's not going to get back with me anytime soon. She's tired of my shit. Because from what I've heard and read, that this fool used to beat the shit out of her. Like, beat her ass up. And that they were together for 4 years. What does that tell you? If they were together for 4 years, how old was she when they got together?
She was 19 when she passed, no?
Yeah.
So she was 15.
And this motherfucker was 21.
Yep.
So this fucking pedo was dating a kid. An impressionable mind that you could easily go ahead and influence and fuck up and just say, hey, it's normal for relationships to be like this. It's probably your first relationship ever with a dude. You probably go, oh, maybe it is. You know, maybe it's normal to get beat by your dude, which sucks, you know? But this dude murked her, stabbed her up, rolled her up in carpet, and threw her, like, I guess, like a back alley, some type of thing, in her own apartment complex, and they found her the next day.
Yeah.
So they were looking for like a month or two, I think. I think it was like 2 to 3 months they were looking for him. And every one of her friends and people that knew that dude were sharing like information about the case. Well, not the case, but about her. How they were saying, oh, this girl was 19 years old. She got murdered by this dude. He used to go to this high school, help find him. The crime happened in Compton. And you're like, what the fuck? And then I'm telling you, like, some of my homies shared that shit. And I was like, holy shit, I know this fool. I was like, I remember this motherfucker. I was in close acquaintance with the guy. I wasn't.
Right.
I wasn't personal friends with him. But I kicked it with him like once. But I recognized him because he would always, like, at a certain time, he'd always pass by my house. Always on his fucking skateboard, looking like a fucking weirdo. And I'd just be like, all right, fuck it, you know? Weird-ass motherfucker, cool. So I recognized him, and I was like, what the fuck? And then a couple months later, like, they started saying, like, oh, they found him, whatever. Dude had a completely different style. His hair was dyed, like, orange blonde. And he was working at Papas and Beer in Rosarito.
Totally blending in when you fucking dye your hair fucking orange.
Totally blending in. You're blending like a motherfucker. You're looking like a strawberry. And then on his photo, I guess they took pictures of him as they were taking him in Rosarito. And he's right there crying like a bitch, like, and it's like, dude, you're not crying because of the crime you committed. You're crying because you got caught.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing that always irked me. Motherfuckers that commit crimes, and then when they get caught, they want to cry like little hyenas. Like, oh, I don't want to go to jail. Then why'd you commit the crime, asshole?
Yep.
Why'd you go and kill this innocent girl that didn't deserve it?
One thing, dude, it's sad because you mentioned the age 19. I just imagine, you know, you have to imagine like a really young girl.
Yeah.
And I want to say this. I don't know if everybody has this. I would like to think that we all have our weakness. Meaning, I aspire to be like a really just mature, stoic, reasonable guy.
My weakness is cocaine and bitches.
I don't think it is. When I say I have a weakness, it's actually my younger sister. Nobody shows it to my girlfriend because she'll get mad that she's not my weakness. No, but I love her. I love my girlfriend. I love her. I love her, babe. I love you to death. You're my number one. All that. But when I say my weakness,
oh wait, my girl's gonna get mad because I didn't include her. Babe, I love you too.
Yeah. Is she your weakness? Let me explain what a weakness is, and then you decide.
Okay.
Because my girl might be like, "Oh, that's enough. I'm out." No. Relax. Educational purposes only. Educational purposes only.
For the sake of argument.
Yeah. What I mean is, my sister's my weakness. Like, you know, you go about your day. Throughout your day, you might run into an asshole.
Yeah.
I run into people that I'm just like, dude, but I try to be understanding to people, compassionate to people, because, you know, somewhere, wherever my sister is, I'm also hoping whoever's dealing with my sister, whoever's running into her at her job or something, I hope that they can be as understanding and compassionate and just, you know, respectful as I am with people that I'm just like, dude, sometimes you're hard to tolerate, you know? Like, basically, I'm trying to be kind to human or to people in the hopes that wherever my sister is, I hope
they're kind to her.
Yeah.
It's almost like karma.
Kind of like that, you know? She's just my weakness. I hope, I hear all these terrible things that happen to people, and I'm just like, I hope in this life nothing happens to her like that. Like this story.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up ass story.
No, definitely. See, and I don't know. When you put it that way, it's like, I wouldn't want that to happen to my siblings either.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I can't say they're my weakness, you know?
Mm.
I can't say it's like, if something happened to them, I'd be I don't want to say crushed, because it sounds like I'm being a cold-hearted dick when I say this. But like, that I'd be crushed about it, you know? And I mean, I think it's a beautiful way that you started this. I think you could jump to our next topic, but it's like, I'm not really that emotionally attached to people.
Yeah, I think you're way more stoic than me.
Yeah, like, I'm not emotionally attached. I've said it before, and I've said it to everybody else. The only motherfucker I'm actually emotionally attached is to your dumbass.
Which is weird, because you guys should see how this guy treats me.
Exactly. And it's like,
I didn't mean that in a good way.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, you're the only motherfucker where I'd be like, if you said, hey, I'm tired of you, motherfucker, we're ending this friendship, we're done. I think with you, I'd be like, no, don't, please. I could change, you know? But if it were anybody else, I'm to the point where I don't really care, you know? Not that it doesn't hurt. Like, obviously, it hurts when friendships end. Nobody wants friendships to end when you got all kinds of background with them and all kinds of time and history with them. Nobody wants it to end. But it's not something where I'm going to say, oh, fuck, I'm going to lose sleep over it if this person leaves my life or whatever. Like, no, not at all. You know? And I think part of it has to do, like, I want to say thanks to my mom, but at the same time, I want to say it's my mom's fault. Like, she's at fault. And it depends how you ask me. Because people ask me, like, when people tell me the way I am, they're like, oh, dude. Some people say in a commending way, and other people say, like, if I'm an asshole. So depending how you ask me, I'll be like, oh, it's thanks to my mom. Or it's, hey, it's my mom's fault. She made me this way. You know, I've always said it. My mom likes to be in denial and say she didn't make me this way, but she did. And it's all, you know, after our friend died, you know? After our buddy... Rest in peace, Ivan.
Rest in peace, Ivan.
After he died, you know, I was a fucking mess. One, because I wasn't here. I was in TJ when that fucking happened.
He was making a vlog.
I was making a vlog in TJ.
Not telling no one where he is.
Exactly. Not telling anybody where he was. And aside from that, it was like, I kind of felt some guilt towards it because once I crossed the border, I started getting messages from him. Not knowing he was already dead by the time those messages were coming.
Oh, I see it.
So...
I see what you mean now.
So when people were telling me, like, oh, this fool's dead, I was like, you're fucking full of shit, because I just got his messages asking if I'm home and saying that he's on his way to my house. And then that's when it hit me, like, fuck, if my dumbass wouldn't have gone to TJ and if I would have stayed home, he would have been in my house instead. Instead of getting shot up, he would have been at my house, you know? So for a time, that really fucked me up. Like, it really messed me up, and I was a fucking mess for a couple weeks.
Did it have you questioning timelines?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to go get the Infinity Gauntlet and snap my fingers. I want to do the Thanos snap. But, like, it really fucked me up. I'm not going to lie. Like, you know, I was a fucking mess. I was a mess like a motherfucker. I think that's one of the few times where I was, like, emotionally crushed for somebody and, like, very emotional for somebody. Because it was our friend, you know. We grew up with that motherfucker since we were kids. You know, and I also felt some sort of guilt. Although now I see it, now I know, like, it's not my fault, you know. It's just the way things happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, my mom told me in the best way I think anybody could ever tell anybody. Some people might see it like, oh, you're a fucking asshole. But, dude, my mom told me, like, hey, you know what? You got to pick yourself up and stop being a bitch. Like, she told me like that. And she said it. She goes, everybody in your life is going to die. And there's nothing you could do about it. And the first time I heard that, I was like, wow, mama, you're a fucking asshole. I was like, fucking dick for telling me that. You know, like my friend just died. One of my best friends just died, and you just tell me this shit, like to get over it, basically. Like you're a dick. But it actually helped because I was like it had hit me out of nowhere. Like it wasn't at that same moment. I think it was like a couple days later where I was just like, dude, she's right. Before I know it, I'm gonna lose my mom, my dad, my siblings, you, whoever I'm close to. They're gonna die, and there's nothing I can do. No matter how hard I beg, no matter how much I cry, nothing is gonna bring them back, and nothing is gonna solve anything. So it's like, the way I look at things now, it's like, instead of crying over people's deaths or crying over losing people or friendships, I just think about the good times I had with them, you know? And that kind of falls, like, I lost quite a few people after that, after Ivan's death, you know? And I've been cool. Like, recently, I lost my grandma. I love that woman to death. I grew up with her since I was a kid, bro. Like, that's who I'd go visit. Every time I go to TJ, I go to TJ, what? It was a month out of the year, I think I'd be over there. It was every year. It was an every year thing, you know? So I can't say I don't feel anything. Like when I found out she died, I felt pain. Yeah, definitely. It hurt. But it wasn't something that I could say was, I'm not going to cry over it, you know? Because I couldn't cry over it because there's no point. To me, at least.
Right.
To me. Everybody has their different way of coping. And I don't discourage anybody that decides to shed tears for losses. Not at all. I encourage that. Hey, if that's the way you do it, go ahead and do it, you know? But for me, it's like, because of that talk I had with my mom, now I see things differently. I'm just like, hey, instead of me thinking about the negative things that happened between me and my grandma, if there were any, I don't really remember. I'm just going to think about the great times I had, you know? Knowing the fact that, hey, before she even got really sick because of Alzheimer's, I was able to spend a massive amount with her. I was there for like 6 months. If you remember, I was there with TJ for like 6 fucking months out there, spending the time with her, you know, before, you know, she actually did, you know, her condition went down. And I think of that. And I feel like that's how I take every other situation I'm in, or every other relationship I have with people, whether it be like friendships or it be like an actual boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. That's how I see it. It's like, I don't want to lose you. Like I tell my girl, like, hey, I don't want to lose her. Like I wouldn't want to break up with her because I love the woman. But if tomorrow she said, it's not working out, I don't want to be with you, I'm not gonna beg her.
Right.
Because like my motto now is, life's too short for that. Life's too short to just sit and beg people for their love and their attention. No. Hey, if you feel that way, if you truly feel that way, I'm fine with it. You could go. I'll find something else, or I'll be by myself. That's one thing I did. Like I was able to be alone after. This is before I got with my girl. When I broke up with my other girl, I was like, I was able to be alone and love it. Because you know, some people that need attention, they need companionship. If not, they're not entirely happy. Me, on the other hand, I really love companionship. I love kicking it with you and kicking it with other people. I like it. But at the same time, being alone, I love it too. It becomes addicting. Where you're like, I could use this a lot more. And I could get used to this a lot more. And I wouldn't mind. You know? And at the same time, it is kind of bad. You know, when you love solitude, because sometimes it hasn't happened to me, but for some people, you disconnect your I guess your social cues, I guess.
Social skills, yeah.
Yeah, your social skills. You disconnect from that, and then when you finally decide, hey, I'm gonna go meet people, you're like,
yeah,
oh fuck, how do I do this again?
Right, exactly.
You know, I've never had a problem with it. Like, you know, I hate fucking meeting new people, but I just have a way of talking to people. I'm able to do it like that. Like, I don't get all like, oh shit, you're new? No, I'm able to just be like fluid, like water. But yeah, dude, like, part of me feels that way. Like, am I a dick for feeling this way, or acting the way I do?
I think you definitely do come off like a dick to a lot of people, but at this point, it's It's like you got to see if the glove fits. Some people, they fit into your life. Some people don't. Some people fit into your life as close friends. Some people fit into your life as that person you call when you're when you want a good deal at a certain place.
Acquaintances.
You know? Yeah, acquaintances. Like, hey, you do me a favor. Later on, I'll do you a favor. We both benefit from this. Cool. Let's go through with it.
No, and I agree with that.
You know?
I agree. And that's why I've never really been, I don't really get emotionally invested into people. Not at all. Not because it's a waste of time. I don't think it's a waste of time.
You're more of a connections person, not a attachment person.
Yeah. Like, I don't feel attachments. But I do feel like, hey, I got love for this person. Like, hey, I really respect this person. I love hanging out with this person. But I'm also in the point where it's just like, if they stopped texting me tomorrow and didn't want to keep contact with me, or they ended up saying like, you know what, fuck Sickly, I'm tired of his shit, he never wants to hit me up, he's a bitch, I'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get bothered by it either. Like, I wouldn't be like, how dare you talk about me, man. Like, no, not at all. I'll be like, hey, you know, that's you, fuck it, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah.
And you know yourself, there's been a lot of people that we've kicked it with and that we've known for years that I've cut off and been like, it ain't shit to me.
Right.
You know? And it wasn't to be like, oh, look, I don't need them in my life. No, it wasn't like that. I never took that approach. It was just like, no.
I think because those people at those times were being very toxic.
Yeah.
I think
true.
they were I don't want to call those people parasites, but
they were though. But
they needed to not use you, but they needed something from you, while at the same time that's the only time you heard from them.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
hey, I need you for this. Okay, thank you. I'm out. Wait,
Yeah.
hey, I thought we were friends. Let's hang out. You haven't even asked me how I've been, man. It's been kind of rough out here. Why don't you ask me?
I lost my virginity, dude. You don't want to talk about that? I cried.
But yeah, no, I get what you mean. It's just me trying to, like, you know, be honest about that. I do feel like my sister's my weakness. Guys, it doesn't mean that she just has control over me.
No, exactly. No, I know what you mean.
My 20-year-old, she can't tell me shit. If she tells me, oh, like, you need to give me money or whatever,
go wash the dishes.
Yeah,
fuck
no,
you, bitch.
fuck you. I just mean it like on a, like, man.
You got great deal of love for her.
I just hope life is good to her.
Yeah, where it's just, yeah, you don't want the worst for her. You want nothing but the best.
Yeah, because I don't want her to suffer. And
yeah,
shit like
see,
that.
I mean, and that I feel that way about my little sister too. You know, she's in her 20s already, and like I feel that way too. Where I'm just
That's
like,
all I
hey,
meant.
I want nothing but the best for her. But at the same time, like I said it before, if the bad does happen to her, it's not something where it's just like, oh, you okay? It hurt me, sister. No, I'm not saying that's you.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wouldn't happen to me. My advice would be, hey, bro, shake it off. You're good. Don't trip. You're still alive, right? Yeah, I'm alive. All right, get to it. Keep pushing.
No. But I mean, what if she's not alive? What if she went through what the poor girl went through? And that's
no. If that happened,
that's kind of what I mean.
It'd be painful. Yeah, it'd be painful.
That's
but
what I mean.
I still wouldn't. I'd be like, there's nothing I can do.
No, but that
My
would
sister's
bug me.
dead.
Yeah, no, but that would bug me for a long time because I'm like, dude.
I mean, if the guy isn't caught, like this asshole wasn't caught, then yeah, I'd be like, I wouldn't do some taking shit. I wouldn't act like Liam Neeson and go look for the motherfucker. But I would still want justice, you know. I'd be getting with the police, be like, hey, you know what's going on? Have you found him? Blah blah blah. I'd do that, but at the same time, like, I probably wouldn't be like a mess.
Right.
But who knows?
It's true.
Like I'm big about speaking about it, but then who knows? What if it does happen? I'm like, ah! You know, who knows? I don't know.
And then you should have vlogged. Oh, guys, I'm going through it.
I'm actually crying. Now I know what the Grinch felt like. But since we're still on the topic of death, have you been hearing what's been going on in China?
I know it has something to do with the floods.
Bro, it's a trip. Not just because of the floods. Like, it's crazy. The floods are crazy, and they have been causing destruction. But my issue and my trip is how the Chinese government is downplaying this shit. I saw a video of some tunnel system they have in, I don't know the country. I didn't bother checking. I'm fucking up. I'm sorry. But it's a tunnel system basically where cars pass by, people use that tunnel to go to and from work. I guess the way they built that tunnel was so inefficient that when it started raining, that shit flooded in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. And if you see the videos, I'm gonna post the videos. If you see the videos, dude, they're literally, the cars The water filled up to the top, and you see some cars floating out of the tunnel
Holy shit.
with bodies in it.
Oh shit.
People drowned in there. If I'm telling you, it filled up in 5 minutes, and it's a long tunnel. How long do you think you could hold your breath for? If
to
one,
escape?
you're not a professional swimmer, and you're just an everyday citizen. How long do you think you could hold your breath for? You,
A minute.
right?
And that's at panic level.
Knowing my fat ass, I'd probably do like 30 seconds. At panic level, I'd probably do 20 tops. Right? Be like, bleh. But, dude, I'm pretty sure people died. Because that's a long tunnel, and I'm telling you, that shit was packed.
What country was it?
It was in China.
But right now you said, okay, the reason why I asked, because I was like...
I said I forgot what city it was.
Okay, well, I heard country, but okay.
My bad.
So it was China.
My bad. It was in China. I may have said country. I don't
Yeah,
know. The alcohol already hit me.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, so...
I'm just like you, where I'm just like,
What is happening?
what is going on here?
But, okay, so you forgot, like, what province?
Yeah, I don't know what province
they
it is.
call them provinces.
It probably starts with an X, maybe. I don't know. Or with a Z.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. But, dude. And then it showed, there's also videos of there's a lady, right? Who, she's holding onto a rope, trying to, like, I don't know if she's trying to get to safety or going home. I don't really know. Dude, the water's up to her, like, up to her stomach. And it's coming hard. Like, you could see that there's a current behind it. Behind that water that's hitting her. And it fucking takes her. The water, she was, like, holding onto a rope or a chain. I guess the shit gives way. Or she slipped, and it takes her ass, fool. And you just see her holding on to, like, the door handles of a car. Where she's holding on for dear life. Hoping nothing's going to happen. And hoping she's going to be safe. And the government goes ahead and downplays it, saying that only 6 people have died so far, and that they've already, like, executed all kinds of crazy plans to rescue people and to get the flood under control. Like, these guys ended up, the government, the Chinese government, saying that they had grass, what was it called? I think it was grass floor or grass cement, supposedly installed in those areas where there could be potential floods. Basically, I guess that, I don't know if you've seen it before, but it's that concrete that's able to absorb massive amounts of water in the events of floods.
No.
I think it was developed somewhere in Europe. But yeah, it's some new thing that people have been trying, testing. Not a lot of countries have it, but there are countries that have tested it and tried it. And yeah, what basically it is, it's concrete. It's as sturdy as concrete, but it has like micropores that are able to absorb water, and it just goes directly into the ground. That way, it prevents floods. So you'll probably get flooding, but it won't be as bad because the ground actually absorbs it. So the thing is, China told everybody, like, oh, we installed it here in these places where, you know, there's flood warnings or whatever. Turns out they were full of shit. They never installed it. So what happened? All these cities got flooded, and all these places, homes got destroyed. People started dying. Cars got fucked up. But what does the government say? Oh, no, only 6 people have died.
Fucking guys, man.
Dude, it's gotten to the point where social media influencers in China are faking injuries because of the flood, just to make it seem like the Chinese government is aiding them. Like, dude, shout out to Lao Y86.
Shout out to Lao Y86.
Dude, this fool posted a picture of some person, like, basically taking a picture of, it looks like a river. I don't even think that's where the flood happened, but it looks like a river. And there's people with makeup, fool. There's a girl with makeup with a streak of blood on her cheek going like, ah! Like if she fucking got swept up by the fucking river. Mind you, she's only like knee deep in the water. Like not even knee deep. She's on her knees and the rest of her body's still exposed. But they're making the effect look like if the water is actually reaching past her knees. And then some China workers come and save her life, and she's like, oh, China saved me. Well, I'm like,
The party saved me.
the party, exactly. They're going through that approach where they're actually faking rescues instead of doing real rescues. They're faking them.
Hearts and minds.
Like, what the fuck? Like, how could you go ahead and say you love your people if you're faking rescues so people could think people are getting rescued? Like, I was baffled by that. I was like, dude, they really took it to that extreme where they said all those people trapped in that tunnel, fuck them.
I've heard it countless times, man, that the Communist Party is all about saving face.
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh doesn't want to look like an asshole.
Have you seen that video of him standing next to Obama, and they're both answering questions, right? It's Xi Jinping. It's his turn, and I think it was an American reporter asked him something about like, hey, you know, I think he was talking about like, you know, it hasn't been that easy for us to get fucking visas to go and fucking, you know, report in your country. Can you kind of like, you know, help some of us, or what's the update on some of us getting visas to go and report on the things happening in China? I think that's what the question was, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
He straight up goes, and then some announcer goes, that was her cue. She knew that was her cue. She goes, President Xi will now answer questions from the Chinese media.
He ignored it?
He ignored it. He said, fuck your question. Any question that's going to make me, like, you know, kind of be like, what? Fuck that immediately. Automatically. Off the bat, fuck you. So it goes to her.
Hey.
One of their they're all about saving face. Dude, you don't get to, you know how here, you remember Trump's fucking presidency, especially the last year. Especially the last year.
Yeah, they asked all these stupid ass questions.
I'm not talking about the, Russia, he's a Russian agent, all 4 years. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the end of his presidency when the virus struck. Oh, you know, if you go this way, Trump, we'll attack you on why you didn't go this way. If you do that strategy, we'll attack him. How come he didn't do that?
If you do both, we're still going to shit on you.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing he could have said or did that went in and got fucking American media to like attack. He's a devil. It's Trump. He's a devil. Let's attack.
Yeah.
So here, we're whether he liked it or not, American media gets to attack figures.
Yeah.
That's how open we are. For all you people that hate America, that's how open they are.
Yeah.
China, you swear you're gonna ask something that's gonna ridicule Xi Jinping to his face. Yeah, good luck with that. He was just like, she comes fucking running to her podium saying,
he went like,
yeah,
for bitch.
She comes fucking, President Xi will now answer questions from Chinese media. And then I don't know what the fuck they asked, and then at the end, I don't know if it was fucking just pity or it was just like, after I made this bitch wait, and now everybody sees how I handle shit. And then he goes to our Western media guy, our two countries, we obviously have a different way of seeing how the media covers ourselves, like, one or the other. Some of this stuff is just not worth fussing over. That's it. That's basically it. Guys, you can look it up. Look up Obama and Xi Jinping answer questions from reporters, something like that. You'll get it. It's on YouTube. So, and then let me know if I was way off. I don't think I was that off.
No, I believe it. You know why? Because I guess people have gone to China recently to try to report on the floods, and that the Chinese government is actually asking citizens to dissuade those people trying to report on it. Like, dude, there's video of like a journalist trying to like record what's going on, and like a Chinese citizen going like, no, like talking shit, going like, nah, you just want to make us look bad and shit. You want to make us look like we're a shitty country. And the guy's like, no, I just want to report on the lives that have been affected here, blah blah. And she's like, nah, you just don't want to fucking fuck us up and make us look stupid. I was like, holy shit. Like, it's that bad that people aren't even able to report on it. And one thing I didn't even know, that even if you were you're not a journalist, let's say you're not a journalist, you're just like an everyday person that wants to record and talk to people, I didn't know you need a permit for that. Like, if you're in China and I go to China to go visit you and I say, hey Jay, I want to fucking interview you real quick just to see how it is living here in Shanghai or in Shenzhen or in fucking Uyghur Muslim territory, how is it? You'd be like, all right, yeah, it's cool, but let's go over here and ask for permission first. I didn't even know that. But if you're not a reporter, you still have to ask for permission if you're going to interview somebody. Although you're not doing you kind of are doing an interview, but at the same time you're not, You're just going like, hey, how's your experience here in China, whatever. You have to ask for permission. Then you get arrested for that shit. I was like, fuck.
Freedom, guys. Freedom.
Oh, yeah.
For all you guys that, love the Communist Party so much. Yeah, that's the kind of freedom you have.
Oh, fuck. China's super free, bro. Like, I laugh at that. What's that one guy? That one bald dude that looks like he fucking got Rona every day?
What the fuck? I don't know.
That bald dude.
Who?
Eric or Aaron or Andre?
The guy that speaks for China, kind of?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name, to be honest.
Andre Smith and
We'll look him up.
Aiden
later.
Smith.
Sounds accurate. Look
Look him up.
I'll look him up right now.
Just
Hold
looking
on.
for Chinese sympathizer.
Yeah, we'll look him up right now.
I forgot, but yeah, this motherfucker used to belong to Scientology, and he basically left one cult to join another. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he basically left Scientology to join another cult. We speak super highly of it. I'm pretty sure he's gonna leave China soon, and he's gonna go join another cult. Fuck that guy. I forgot your name, but if I remember your name, fuck you.
So with that guy,
Look up his name.
I don't know his name. That's the thing.
Fuck.
We'll look him up right now.
We'll look him up, but
we'll
yeah,
look him up.
fuck you.
But yeah, he's not. It's like he wants to talk about everything but the things that go on there.
He's a follower. That dude literally is a follower. That's one of those guys that, because he was indoctrinated since he was a kid through Scientology, he's one of the guys that can't think for himself.
He just wants to hop on the next
Yeah.
hot cult.
Yeah, he wants to hop on the next hot cult. That way, once he's done with that cult, he could make a fucking mini docuseries where he goes, I was treated so bad. He did that with Scientology.
No way.
When he came on Leah Remini's show, that fool was talking about, I was beaten when I was a child at this camp run by Scientologists, and I had to run away. They mistreated me. And then now he's in China.
No, I'm in China.
Now he's in China.
Fucking guy, man. Never learns.
Doesn't fucking learn. Fuck that guy. It's a trip.
Dude. I don't know if you heard about this shit. It's pretty crazy. I think it's tomorrow or within the next 2 days, but I actually think it's tomorrow. Let me look this up.
China's attacking.
No. The rent moratorium, dude.
The fuck is rent moratorium?
Eviction moratorium.
Wait. Say it again.
Eviction moratorium.
Moratorium.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was
moratorium, like a halt on something.
Okay.
Like a pause on a process. Dude, that shit's up.
What do you mean?
People are gonna get evicted. The eviction moratorium.
They're gonna get evicted in what, 3 more months?
Hold on. I got this from NOLA.com. And it says, with eviction moratorium ending and rental aid delays, some fear a homelessness disaster. This is by John Zimmerman. All right.
That sounds German.
What the fuck? Where's the text?
What the fuck?
There's no text.
Oh, so that was a dead article.
Oh, fuck.
They clickbaited you, bro.
Let me see. Oh, I got it. A federal moratorium on evictions for failure to pay rent is set to expire over the weekend as COVID cases surge and tens of thousands of debt-ridden Louisiana tenants and their fed-up landlords wait on emergency rental aid that has been slow in coming. This is specifically talking about Louisiana, but this is not just in Louisiana, bro. This is countrywide.
You think so? Because, dude, I hear that fucking...
You were just telling me.
I heard that Gavin Newsom extended it here.
Yeah, dude. Gavin Newsom, bro, he's extending this. Which is crazy because I've also heard that he's... I don't know if you heard about this, but he's welcoming the homeless people from all over America.
Dude, you also heard that this was trying to give that surplus money that we have to illegal immigrants. He's trying to buy them out.
It says, delays in getting payments out from a huge pot of federal aid to cover rents lost during the pandemic have raised fears among low-income housing advocates of an impending flood of evictions that could leave many homeless statewide. It's really countrywide. This shit is happening everywhere. At First City Court in New Orleans, where most of the city's eviction petitions are filed, court clerk Austin Baden said about 400 of them are queued up for... Damn, this fucking page, this shit refreshed on me.
What the fuck? Okay, so basically people are going to get evicted.
Basically, yeah, queued up for a court hearing once the ban lifts. A steady stream of landlords have filed dozens of new petitions this week in anticipation of an end to the long eviction freeze.
I mean, at the same, I feel like it's a good and a bad thing, you know? Like, good thing for those that weren't getting paid to finally get the people out, but also for those that weren't getting paid because the person didn't want to pay.
Right.
Because how many people out there did lose their jobs, but then were finally able to get in the opportunity to, hey, no, you can come back again, and they said, nah, I want to live off the government.
Yeah, there is some of those people.
Yeah, you know, those motherfuckers, they deserve to get evicted. Like, no, you want to be a lazy fuck, get evicted, you know? But for those that still haven't been able to find a job, you know, it does suck. You're like, hey, you know, it fucking sucks. But at the same time, it's like, how much money have this person lost? It's been that's if their properties aren't paid out already. But if their properties aren't paid out, like, how much money have they been potentially been losing, you know?
Yeah, man, people, I feel for landlords. I feel for landlords too.
Yeah.
So like, it's not just a walk in the park to want to be a landlord.
No, fuck no. Especially like if you recently bought that property, meaning all those mortgage payments are coming out of your pocket. You know, it'd be one thing if the house was already paid off, then you only really have to pay the taxes every month or once a year. But still, you know, it's money you're losing. Like, let's say if your livelihood is just that, like, hey, I quit my job already because I just collect from rents.
Right.
And let's say you don't get them anymore, it's just like, fuck, now I had to get a job.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel for them too, where it's just like, they got to get paid. That's why I always trip out how Vosh always fucking shits on them. This fool, like,
landlords?
this fool has something against landlords. Fool, like, this fool literally hates landlords. Where this fool was talking about how, like, oh, well, it's the landlord's responsibility to pay off whatever needs to get paid. And you're like, but he's renting out the house or the apartment. Like, what the fuck? Like, this fool hates. He guy's like a vendetta against landlords. I don't fucking know why.
He probably got evicted.
He probably got evicted when he was younger or some shit. Or he's currently getting evicted. Or his landlord just is tired of his stupid ass shit, hearing him when he's streaming. So he just told him, like, hey, Vosh, keep it up, fool. Keep it up, but you're going to learn today. We're going to kick you out, you know? And he probably's like, oh, fuck you, landlord.
Yeah, but, yeah, man, I just feel bad for it because it's set to be millions of people that might be evicted.
I don't know. Because I know the eviction process takes a while. Like, I've heard they get, obviously it depends on state, but I know at least here, bro, you could stay in your apartment for another, like, 3 months before you actually get kicked out. Because they got to give you, like, I guess, I'm going to call it a grace period where they let you fucking move all your shit out, take your shit out of the house, and go find another place to stay. So they give you that, like, grace period where, hey, well, you got 3 months, you're going to get all your shit out, and you're going to leave this bitch here, you know? So who knows? Maybe it is that. Maybe they'll probably begin like the 3 months. By that time, they're probably going to get paid already. They're finally going to say, all right, we got to go work.
Yeah.
And they probably are able to fix their situations. They say, hey, you know, I'm finally working. I'm on my feet. I'm able to start paying now, you know, because we work something out. So I feel like maybe that'll get reduced. Maybe by like 50%. Hopefully that's if you don't got a dickhead of a landlord where he goes, I don't give a fuck if you got a job. Get the fuck out of here. Then, yeah, I'm sorry for you. I feel sorry for your ass.
Yeah, I feel bad because it's like, I want to look around and be like, dude, everybody's prospering. Yeah. Whether you can't really pick a side. You can't say I feel sorry for the landlord or I feel sorry for the tenants because both are hurting there. No, that's what I'm saying. I feel bad for everybody involved because
like both are hurting.
I want to look around and I want to see people prosper. I want America to rock, bro. I want America to crush. I want all fucking ethnicities and shit like that to come together. Everybody, I want to see people win. You know, every foundation of this country. You got people that are like, you know, renting. That, you know, when you're renting, you don't really got to worry about responsibilities like that, like a landlord.
No, not at all.
A landlord's the one that got to
like, you don't pay most places. You don't got to pay water. You don't got to pay like fixing up whatever the fuck you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, like, dude, fucking at my place, our boiler fucked up. We had to spend like almost $700.
Yep.
For goddamn boiler, a water heater. For people that don't know what a boiler is, a water heater. Imagine if I would have hired somebody to change that shit for me, dude. How much you would have charged me? He probably would have been like, oh, bro, whoa, that's going to be like $1,800. Fuck, I had to do that shit myself. I YouTubed it, bro. That's the one thing I love about YouTube. YouTube University, man.
YouTube University.
I was like, I've never changed the water heater in my life. How the fuck am I going to do this? All I did was put the make and model of the water heater I bought, and I put how to, and it came out right there. How to install, and I was like, eehaw. Let's get it, dude.
Yeah, but so I feel for the landlords. I feel for the people that are gonna get evicted, man. It's a sad thing to think about, man.
No, it definitely is.
Obviously, if you love your country. You want to see people prosper.
Yeah.
You don't want to be, you don't want to be like prosperous in a fucked up country where everybody else is just barely getting by.
I agree, but it's like some of those people, they're not prospering because they don't want to. Like some of these people don't want to work. They're in the hopes that the government, either their state government or the federal government, is going to give them another fucking stimulus, or they're going to say, oh well, that moratorium is going to be extended another 6 months. No, dude, it shouldn't be that way.
Ultimately, guys, you guys gotta fucking do for yourself.
Do for self.
I do believe there should be some kind of safety net, but not no fucking like stimulus where the people, everybody could be like, stimulus.
Yeah. I need a stimulus.
The only like kind of safety net that I do feel is like shit that we already have, basically, like fucking unemployment. Last time, remember, we had a conversation where I felt like it should be more monitored. You know, obviously it's probably not realistic now to think about like
welfare should be monitored, bro.
But everything should be like, look, give us a real like, we could do this shit through like some kind of fucking app or some kind of website that helps us FaceTime. Okay, you are letting me know right now that you've been trying with so and so and so employment and you haven't. Okay, we'll give you a little extension, but at least we know you're trying.
No, see, but that's not good enough. Like I'm telling you, like have you been on unemployment before?
No.
I've been on unemployment. And basically the way it works is they email you a letter, you fill it out, and you say, I went to this place, this place, this place, this place, and send it off. Wait a week or two, and then they send you your check. It's like there's no follow-up there. It's not like if EDD calls those employers and said, hey, by any chance, did you have this person apply here? And they'll say, no. Or, oh, no, they did. You know? Like, I feel like, I mean, for me, I did it. I didn't even go to those jobs. All I did was, all right, what Walmart did I apply to today? Oh, one in Louisiana. Okay, I'm gonna write that one. You know, shit like that. Oh, what McDonald's did I apply today? Oh, the one across town? All right. You know, and there was no follow-up. I feel like there has to be some sort of follow-up.
That's what I mean. There has to be a way where that system's not working out, man.
It's not.
It's not pushing nobody to be self-sufficient.
No, because, like, I feel like that's where it could be, like, EDD could say, okay, all right, you fucking went here, you went here. Okay. All right, we're going to give them a call, and then we're going to go from there. And that's when you're like, oh, shit, they're going to call them. Yeah. So then they find out you didn't call them. They're going to say, no, we're not going to give you any more unemployment.
Or even better, they call them and be like, dude, we've been calling this guy, telling him we have a job for him. He just hasn't give a fuck to respond.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what's up? These 3 places you apply to, they're saying that they're ready to give you work right now.
Yeah, they offered you.
What's up with you, like, not fuck? You're ignoring their calls? They're calling you, bro. Accept their calls.
Hey, they made you offers and you denied them? Why the fuck did you deny them? And that way they could say, yeah, you're not getting any more employment.
Exactly.
But the same thing could be happening with welfare.
Yeah.
With welfare, they could easily do the same thing. Hey, you know what? We're going to help you for the next couple months. You're a single parent? Okay, you know what? You as a single parent, you're not going to be able to make it working at fucking the gas station. How about this? You'll be on welfare for a year, but within that year, you're going to go through these training programs. We're going to give you a list of what you could do. It could be a trade. It could be nursing or whatever. We're going to do it, you know? Once you do it and you actually get an offer, you're officially out. But if we see that you're not being consistent with your studies or you're not being consistent in finding another job, you're off. You're off it. And you know what? We're going to drug test you. Every month or every 2 weeks, we're going to drug test your ass. Just to make sure that you're not spending that shit on drugs. Because believe me, at least 60% of people on welfare spend it on drugs. And they sell their stamps. Why? I bought stamps before. The homies have always been selling me stamps. Where they'll say, hey bro, I got $200 worth of food stamps. Give them to me for a bill. And I'll be like, alright, cool, let's go for less. You know? And what would they use the money for? They use the money to go buy dope. That's what I'm saying. Like they gotta get more. They gotta get like stricter on welfare too, because they're just giving anybody it, dude. Like, bro, you could go in there with a job. I've had homies do that with a job and still get welfare. Like they don't bother checking. Like, hey, this fool put he's unemployed and he's homeless. How about we check this? They don't bother doing that. That proves that the system or whatever the fuck they're using is broken. It doesn't work. Like, how could you not tell if a guy's employed already before you give them food stamps. Yeah, people are still able to do it. Why? Because that's a side hustle. Hey, well, I got $200, or I got $400 in food stamps this month. Sell them real quick, or I'm gonna get a Momo with the 100, and with the other 100, I'm gonna buy an 8-ball. I'm like, come on, man.
Standard. Cheers, bro. What the fuck? You ain't been drinking.
I've been drinking, fool.
I've been drinking.
I've been drinking. I'm already fucking like. I'm already feeling it.
Fucking lies.
I'm not fucking lying.
Guys, what we have today, or right about this moment, have you heard about this fucking outbreak of like this kind of fungus that's been going on in the U.S.
It's fake.
Okay, it's fake. Well,
bro, that shit right now. I believe in the fungus as much as I believe in the Delta variant. Put it that way.
Okay.
I believe in the Delta variant and in that fungus as much as I believe in God.
Okay, well, Centers for Infectious Disease Research and Policy.
Is that the CDC?
No, this is CIDRAP.
Oh.
This is written by Chris Dahl.
See, that name sounds fake.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has identified 2 independent outbreaks of pan-resistant strains of the daily yeast Candida auris, according to last week's Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report. The report described 2 clusters of pan-resistant C. auris identified through the routine screening by the CDC's Antibiotic Resistance Laboratory network from January through April of this year. The clusters involved 3 patients at a long-term care facility in Washington, D.C., and 7 patients in 2 acute care hospitals in Texas. The multi-drug resistant yeast, first identified in Japan in 2009, arrived in the United States in 2016 and has slowly spread in healthcare facilities since its arrival, predominantly among immune-compromised patients in long-term care facilities and acute care hospitals. Okay, so we know that, where it spreads mostly.
Yeah, in retirement homes.
While many C. auris cases have been resistant to azoles and palines, whatever the fuck those things are, 2 of the 3 major classes of antifungals used to treat candida infections, the 10 cases identified in the 2 clusters were also resistant to, I don't know how to say this, echinocandins, which are the first-line treatment for invasive C. auris infections. I'm going to read the next paragraph and that's it. Pan-resistant C. auris cases have been previously identified in U.S. patients, but what sets these cases apart is that the patients have no previous exposure to antifungal treatment. In previous cases, notably 3 identified in the New York City in 2017 and 2018, resistance to echinocandins developed after the patients were treated with the antifungal. In these outbreaks, the pan-resistant strains appear to have originated before treatment and then spread among patients in the facilities. What you think about that? Fake?
Fake.
Why fake?
It's fucking fake.
But fake based on what?
On the whole article, it's fucking fake.
Just fake just because you don't believe in it?
I don't believe it. I'm telling you, I believe in that shit as much as I believe in Jesus Christ.
And you believe in it just based on just because it's fake?
Yes, it's fucking fake. I believe in that as much as I believe in murder hornets. Don't you remember for a while people were like, while COVID was going on, they were trying to bring up murder hornets for a while? And that was like the next biggest thing where they were saying like, oh, they're wiping out the bee population. We got to do something because the bee population is going to be wiped out, and then that's going to leave like all our crops dead and fucked up.
What was the like? What were they basing that on? That they were going to wipe out the bee population?
Because they were supposedly these fools came from, I don't know where the fucking Asia they came. I'm assuming China as well. And they came at supposedly though they were very aggressive territorial wasps that would go and invade beehives and use those beehives as their new nests. So they were going over there, and that supposedly that it took a lot of bee stings to kill these fuckers. So that allegedly, I read this on Google. I don't know if it's true, but supposedly like a single fucking murder hornet could kill an entire bee colony. I highly doubt it, because I've seen videos of like wasps and hornets invading beehives, and what the bees do is they don't even sting it. What they do is they surround the wasp and they vibrate. They vibrate so much that they end up heating and cooking the fucking wasp alive.
Yep.
So that's where I was just like, I fucking highly doubt it. I highly doubt that's true.
But I've seen that same video, and that one of those hornets they fuck up a shitload of bees before that happens.
No, yeah, I'm assuming they fuck up like 20?
Nah, way more.
No, they don't.
Dude, let's
fucking
watch
fuck
that
up
video.
100.
Put that video actually.
Where the fuck am I gonna put the video
Put
at?
the video when you include it in this podcast.
Where am I gonna watch it?
Put a segment. It's on YouTube, dude.
Well, where am I gonna watch it? I don't have anything to watch it on.
You don't have to watch it right now. I'm saying go watch it after and include that in here.
Oh, whatever.
It
fuck
doesn't look like one of those hornets just fucks up 20. It looks like it takes them a long time to figure out what they can do.
Bro, there's editing and chopping. Obviously, they're gonna make it look like, bro. They probably make it look like it's fucking up 20 bees when it's.
But have you seen how easily one of those fucking hornets fuck up one single bee?
They probably make it look like they're fucking up 30, 40 bees when in fact they're fucking up the same bee. You ever thought of that? There's editing. There's camera angles.
No, because I've seen a video of a bee how quickly it shreds one hornet. How quickly it shreds up a fucking bee, like nothing.
I haven't seen shit.
But you've seen that video.
No, I've only seen the video when they fucking vibrate on the motherfucker and cook the fucker live. That's all I've seen. It doesn't.
You
It doesn't
see
really
the whole
show.
video.
No, it doesn't really show him.
I think your opinion might change after you see the whole
It
video.
doesn't really show him fucking up anybody. It shows him or her. We gotta be inclusive. Invading the nest, and then it just shows the bees surrounding the fucker and just vibrating, and it cooks the fucker alive.
That's crazy. That,
Where he
that
even
video you
changed-
saw. It's
where-
crazy that the video you saw just so happened to skip everything that happens in between those two.
I didn't
things.
see any of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Maybe you should see, bro.
Oh,
'Cause
well,
it does
maybe-
not look. It does not look like they just fuck up. Oh, just fucks up like 10 or 20. Those are big ass hornets, bro, compared to the bees.
I don't know. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's not my argument. My argument is what happened to that. All of a sudden, the murder hornets disappeared.
Yeah, they said something. Oh, something needs to be done. So that didn't happen. Maybe something was done.
What was done? Don't you think it's?
I'm not a beekeeper. I'm not a
wait,
hornet keeper.
wait. Don't you think if they were making such a big fuss about it,
Who was
And-
making a big fuss about it?
the media, it was coming out all over media where they were talking about the murder hornets.
Dude, you know
And
all
then
the
how they
shit
were-
that
how
these
they were
journalists
going-
talk about.
how they were going in Washington. I think that's where it started, in Washington or in Oregon. They were working their way down, and oh my god, if this continues, our crops are gonna be fucked up and shit. And then what happened?
Crops?
Because bees pollinate
But they pollinate crops or flowers?
flowers. You know what I fucking mean? But
No,
doesn't it?
because you said crops.
Well, it doesn't affect crops when they don't pollinate?
I don't know if bees pollinate like the corn and the grain and the.
They start as flowers.
But they pollinate from what I
It's
know.
not just
bees
any flowers.
pollinate like actual like just flowers and flowers. But hey, you might
Yeah.
be right. You
Okay.
might be right.
I'm gonna give you an example. You've seen my backyard. I got all kinds of fucking trees and vegetables.
Yeah.
Before they give out the fruit or the vegetable, no, not the vegetable, the fruit, they give out flowers. The flower pops out, and then from that flower, once that flower dries out, then the fruit comes out. So yeah, they have to pollinate those. So yeah, it would affect the crops. It would fuck them up. Allegedly,
Like
I
the
don't know.
corn and the grains and stuff like that.
I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm not
Oh.
a fucking farmer.
Okay.
I'm not a fucking farmer. I'm just going by. Hey, well, I know there's fucking flowers on the fruits I have in my backyard, which I have a lot.
But you don't have. Corn
I got
or grains.
tomatoes.
But you don't have corns or grains.
Do I got corn? No, I do got a corn. I do got a corn in the back. I got corn. I got tomatoes. I got melons. I got squash. I got figs. I got mangoes, avocados, and I even got marijuana.
No, you don't.
I do.
Allegedly?
You've seen them. They're like fucking huge back there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
For educational purposes only.
educational purposes only.
He doesn't grow it. Educational purposes only.
No, I'm not a grower.
Yeah.
I only grow for educational purposes only. But yeah, that's what I've heard. But that's why now all of a sudden it disappeared. That's why I'm just like, you want me to believe in fungus when basically murder hornets fucking vanish off the face of the earth? What the fuck happened to murder hornets?
I think that's a logical fallacy. You want me to believe in B because something completely unrelated was being brought to attention.
No, well, I'm talking about the hysteria. The hysteria they caught, well, that they were trying to cause through murder hornets. They're trying to do the same shit with this fungus bullshit. The same thing they're trying to do with the Delta variant. That's where I'm just like, no.
Damn, that's-
Until I get that fungus, until I see
I don't want to
murder
get that
hornets,
fucking fungus or murder
I'm
hornets.
not saying I want to, but until that happens, that's when I can say, fuck, I was wrong. You know? But for the time being, it's like, no. I believe that shit as far as I could throw you, fool, over across the room, which is not very far. That's how much I believe it. I think it's doo-doo. It's dookie.
Let us know what you guys think. Do you guys believe in diseases and fungus you can't see, or do you not?
I believe in fungus. I just don't believe in that one.
Why not this one?
I just don't.
What fungus do you believe in?
Well, like when people get like foot fungus and shit, or like when people get like that mold. You know, you ever heard of that mold that it comes in fat people? They get like a mold that it actually smells like mold
In your body?
like a smegma smell. Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. That it usually happens between like it could happen between the bend of your elbows, or the flaps of your fat, or even like in the back of your knees. They say it's more common in the back of your knees, but these are for people that are like extremely aware. I'm talking about like my 600-pound life fat.
Yeah.
That they actually grow mold, and that it's actually that it's actually a fungus. And dude, it looks trippy. It looks like white, and sometimes it even looks white with blue.
Does it look like an ecosystem?
Yeah, dude. Bro, it looks like you could see little ants or little like microorganisms swinging off trees and shit. Where you're just like, it's a trip. I believe in that fungus.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that fucking one that we've never seen. Where I'm just like, whatever.
Well, I don't know if those funguses are different. Those are kind of funguses that grow on surfaces. I think these grow inside the body, maybe.
Inside the body?
Yeah. I may be wrong.
I think you're wrong.
I may be wrong.
I think you might be, because I've never heard of a fungus that grows inside the body.
Let me look at this. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't sound like something
Yeah, I've heard of fungus that grows on your skin,
that funguses do.
or that you could even get on your tongue. I've heard of those.
Let me look it up. Candida auris.
I've never heard of fungus that could grow
It's very true.
in your body. I think the alcohol hit you too much, bro.
We'll see.
Oh, before I forget, dude, we've been fucking up.
What's up?
This episode was sponsored by the Goonernator.
This episode was sponsored by the Goonernator.
So shout out to the Goonernator. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. And also, thank you to Alex, the hardest working motherfucker we know.
Look, dude. Say this shit right now. I think.
Wait. We got to shout out the sponsor. He's the sponsor.
Thank
you
to
for
Alex.
sponsoring this episode.
Shout out to
We
Alex.
appreciate your sponsorship.
Bro, if we think about it, who do you think is working while you're asleep? It's Alex.
Think about it.
Everybody wonders why.
Who do you think takes over your shift when you punch out?
It's not the guy that clocks in immediately after you and does the same things that you did right before you left.
You wish, bro. You wish that motherfucker was the one doing the work. It's Alex.
Who do you think keeps America going?
Alex does it. Bro, this motherfucker is so hardworking that he ended up breaking his ankle a couple days ago, and he's still at work. I was trying to cater to him and be like, no, don't worry, Alex. You sit at your desk. I'll give you your paperwork. I'll help you out. And he was like, nah, man, I got it. That's how hardworking he is. He was in his crutches, bro, working out there in the warehouse, going back and forth to the office. I was like, damn, dude. If I would have been in that situation, I would have not been doing that. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I would have been sitting on my ass.
Yeah, I'm going to show you, not the camera. You guys can Google Candida auris on yourself. I think it is just surface of your skin. 'Cause that's what I'm looking at. And it's mainly appearing like a skin condition, the fungus. So, yeah, I think you're right. One picture did say bloodstream, but I still think like the way it appears on somebody, it's skin. Like a skin infection.
That looks like eczema.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know.
So, yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it's like a interior thing. I think it's more of a... Because, look, this is the one that... Right there. Bloodstream infection. How the fuck would you see a bloodstream infection?
Yeah, it's true.
You know? So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's full of shit.
I believe in it just to be safe.
I don't believe in that shit for shit. Like I said before, I believe in that as much as I believe in the Delta variant, as much as I believe in murder hornets, and as much as I believe in Jesus Christ. Which is...
I believe in Jesus Christ. He's my Lord and Savior.
Hey, good for you,
We
man.
have a fucking atheist in the room.
Oh, my
Stinky fucking atheist.
You and you fucking believer up in your high fucking horse.
You guys will die in the flood. Nice.
You ain't allowed on the boat, that's for sure.
You fucking sodomites. Nah,
Bro.
I'm just kidding. Everybody's atheist. Hey, educational purposes only.
Educational purposes only. Dude, did you know that sodomy, dude, includes blowjobs?
Oh, we're all going to hell.
You didn't know that? I thought sodomy was only like anal sex. But no.
Oh, that's why. I remember you showed me a video of Jesse Lee Peterson. Shout out Jesse Lee Peterson. No shout out to Jesse Lee Peterson?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Jesse. I'm sorry, bro. I'm
Gone off the fucking...
I'm gone off the Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
Shout out to Screwball Peanut Butter.
I tagged you guys. Why don't you fucking sponsor a Screwball? God damn it.
To be honest, They got so many people tagging them.
Fuck them.
But I saw a video of Jesse Lee Peterson, and I think it was him talking to somebody on the phone, and the person was talking about like, this might be maybe wrong, maybe right, whatever. He was talking about somebody or to somebody, and the person was like, yeah, Jesse, honestly, I'm trying to be a good man, but every now and then I stray. And you could see Jesse like trying to like, all right, what's he about to say next? He goes, yeah, man, I'm trying to be a loyal person, but every now and then like I cheat on my girl and stuff, and I just I feel really bad after, and like I try to stop and all that. He goes, basically, he gives them like wisdom. He goes, look, man, obviously you know what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking pat yourself on the back. You know what you're doing is wrong, but also don't punish yourself. You're human.
Don't dwell on it.
Yeah, don't hate yourself for it. Just next time, try and do better. And if you try, you'll find yourself at a place where you sin less, and or by atheist point of view, you do less wrong.
By an atheist point of view,
Why
do you say it like that,
you
bro?
do less wrong because religious people.
And there you go. As an atheist point of view, like
because religious people, they believe in sin. You guys probably be like, well, sin doesn't exist to me.
I mean, I don't
like
know.
to just like wrong to do somebody wrong.
Yeah,
dirty.
yeah. See, I see it as wrong. You call it sin. I see it as you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't necessarily call it sin. You do. I don't.
No, that's what I mean. So that's why I say, oh shit, we got atheist point of view.
Fuck you.
But he was just like, yeah, obviously you don't be proud of it. It's shameful, but try to do better, and next time. All right, but the reason why I connected it to this was, dude, I'm drunk. I forgot what the fuck we were talking about.
We're talking about blowjobs.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Jesse Lee Peterson is against blowjobs.
Yeah, he is.
He goes, yeah, don't do that nasty stuff.
He's like, people pee out of that.
Yeah.
So
goes,
I'm not giving them up.
Yeah.
I like blowjobs. Receiving them, not giving them. I know there's fucking assholes are gonna be like, oh, he likes giving blowjobs. No, fuck you.
They're gonna hit you in the DMs, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, hey man, I like you giving blow. No, fuck you. I don't give blowjobs. I like receiving them.
They're gonna be like, so like, how you want to meet up?
Yeah, totally. And I feel like he thinks it's nasty because he's never tried it. I feel like if Jesse Lee Peterson got his dick sucked today, he'd be like, He'd be taking that shit to the bank, bro.
Fuck yeah.
He'd be going on his radio show with somebody in the bottom of his desk, and you just hear like,
and he'd be like, Beta,
amazing.
Dude, shout out to Jesse Lee Peterson, bro. That guy's awesome.
A legend. I fucking love that motherfucker.
That guy's a legend, man.
I love that guy.
Dude, when you're a Christian man and you're super on your principles of religion, even an atheist loves you, you're fucking awesome and entertaining.
Yeah, but dude, I'm telling you, I'm not your typical. I may be jumping the gun when I say this, but
watch where you say. Atheists might turn their back on you.
Yeah. Like, I'm not a typical atheist. I'm not the type of dude. I'm not saying all atheists do this, but a lot that I've met love bashing religion or people that believe in religion. I'm not like that. I mean, I don't give a shit. It's just like, hey man, I'll be cool with you.
Yeah.
Just respect me for being an atheist.
Right.
I've had way too many people tell me like, oh, but you're gonna go to hell, right? And I'm just like,
is that really your opener?
Really? Like, dude, perfect example. I got into a situation one time where, I don't know how it came about, but we're basically talking about upbringings, and my cousin, that was a fucking gangbanger or whatever.
Allegedly, educational purposes
only. He's a gangbanger. But yeah, so I was talking to somebody and they were mentioning him, and they're like, oh, like, how's he doing? And I was like, he's probably in jail, like he always is. And then they were like, oh man, like, it's crazy, man, how you didn't follow through that. And I was like, no, I didn't. It never caught my attention. I saw what people were doing to each other, how the homies treated each other, and I said, that ain't for me. And then they go off and say, hey, well, it's a trip, man, how you're so open about being an atheist, but you ever thought about how, maybe it was a higher power that prevented you from going down that path? And I was like, no, I'm not going there. I was like, I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna respectfully stop you right there. I was like, I'm not gonna continue this. And they're like, why? And I was like, because I know that I'm in this situation because I put myself here. It's not anybody's fault or anybody to thank that I decided to say, hey, gangs ain't for me. I'm not gonna go down that path. I don't feel like it was a higher power that did that. I feel like it was me and my own goddamn free will that said, that ain't for me. I shouldn't follow this. I shouldn't be a part of this. But they weren't pushy about it, but they were still going like, well, you never know. I still think it might have been a higher power that guided you to the right path. And I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna fucking humor this shit. I was like, I'm not. Just know I don't think so. If you want to think otherwise, hey, that's on you. But I'm not gonna continue this shit. I was like, no.
Do you feel like every now and then I try to sprinkle God on you?
No,
I never said it like that.
No. Our coworker does. That motherfucker tries to sprinkle God on me like a son bitch. Which I get it. Like, I mean, it's cool, dude. I think it's cool if you want to try to reach out to people. I think it's fine. But I feel like if they already tell you, like, hey, that's not me, respectfully, I don't want to listen to that, nor do I want to be a part of your religion. I feel like that's where you should just respect it. You know, like our coworker's a little pushy where he goes, but why? But why don't you? And it's just like, because I just don't, you know? And then when I give him examples, like you've been there, I've given him examples as to why I don't believe in his religion. And his counter is, but it's true. And I say, well, where's your truth in? It's in the Bible. Oh, my fucking God. There you go. And then he hits me with, so you're telling me that you're one of those people that if the proof is not right in front of you, you don't believe in it? And I said, exactly. That's who I am. If the proof isn't right in front of me, I'm not going to believe in it. Same thing with climate change. I'm not going to believe in it.
All right, that's a dope segue to this shit.
Why?
Look, so I saw this video actually. It was crazy, bro. Crazy just because a part of me does actually believe in climate change. I do feel like, dude.
Don't fucking tell me.
No, I am telling you.
No.
And I'm telling you this. Guys, I lived in the same fucking house for 23 years.
Yeah.
You can't say the same.
Fuck you.
I've lived in the same fucking house for 23 years. Let me tell you something. Every fucking year it gets hotter. That's the easiest way.
How does that differ? We only live fucking blocks away from each other.
Every year it gets hotter.
Wait, but what do you mean I can't say the same? We live literally blocks away from each other.
Let me ask you a question. Before you had your fucking awesome place, I love this place. I love what you did with it. Before you had this, you lived in the house.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
In that shitty apartment.
I'm not blind. I can see the ACs. I've been in your house. When you have the ACs, amazing. When you have them on during the summer, amazing.
Well, what the fuck? Everybody would.
No.
I got it wrong right now.
We didn't have ACs until you helped me install ours. That was, if you notice, that was within the last month.
Wait. Is it working now?
It's barely. But still, thanks to you.
Wait. But you had the fucking AC. You just never put it on.
No, yeah.
Different.
We never installed it in the window.
Yeah, exactly. That was on you, fucker. You had that shit for a while and you just didn't put it on.
It was just in the corner of the room. No one plugged it in. So we were just suffering.
And it was just staying there.
But
why don't you get another one?
Yeah, we might. But my whole point is,
I think I got an extra one I could give you.
But my whole point is, that'd be awesome. But thank you. But my whole point is, every year it gets hotter. I used to not suffer. I used to just be like, all right, hey, you know, it's warm or it's hot. Fuck it. We could just open a few windows. A fan might make a difference. Now it's like, dude, the AC could be on and we're still there like, fuck, let me sit in front of it.
Yeah.
You know? So, again, I'm not saying that alone proves climate change is real. But a part of me, I think I remember saying a part of me does believe in it. Why? Based on my anecdotal evidence. It's not data, but it's just anecdotal.
Here's my counterpoint, my dear Watson.
All right.
I feel like it's not real because I feel like it's a cycle. Think about it. The Ice Age. That's climate change. Basically, the top half of the northern half of the hemisphere completely froze over. What caused it to freeze over? There wasn't humans polluting with fucking cars or burning coal or burning fossil fuels or even nuclear energy. Not saying nuclear energy is a factor, but it might be. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
What caused the Ice Age? You're gonna tell me animal shit caused the Ice Age? There's shit everywhere. Animals still to this day are shitting out in the wild.
We didn't. Do you think we had as many fucking cows? Because not every animal produces.
Because they say the ice age also happened while there was humans there.
A lot less. We have like 9 or 7 billion. 7 billion.
Yeah, but there were still humans there.
Do you know why we got to 7 billion?
Because people started fucking like rabbits?
No.
Why?
No, it was actually food production. Food production. We were able to, I think it was fertilizer. We were able to produce a lot more fertilizer. And by being able to produce a lot more fertilizer, obviously a lot more crops, agriculture and stuff like that. And I think all this came from a very evil man. The guy that was able to... This guy, I may be wrong, but he has some connection to the Holocaust. He was able to remove or add some kind of... fuck, this shit is leaving my mind. I might as well just fucking look it up right now. But I think he was like a German scientist. And he was able to fucking... Cyclone B or Cyclone A?
Zyklon.
Zyklon.
I think Zyklon B.
Something about this guy. Again, I don't know about this. I've just heard about this. But he was able to do something that kind of propelled... You know, hey, we're able to have a lot more agriculture. When you have a lot more agriculture, you're able to feed a lot more people. The basic grains like rice and shit like that, but you're able to feed more people.
Yeah, definitely.
Here, you're not going to fucking get luxury food, but here.
You can eat.
Now you can have 2 extra kids, I guess.
Yeah.
And go over there and spread. But, so yeah, that's where we got to 7 billion. It's through small differences like that.
I mean, but there's still people dying from hunger every day.
Because we can't get them the food in time.
No, I don't think it's that either. I just think it's, lack of money. I don't think it's lack of food. Because how much food gets thrown away every single day?
No, I'm saying we can't get them the food in time. Because there's programs I've heard of
but some of those programs are full of shit. Like, bro, we just went through this. Mother Teresa gathered millions upon millions of dollars.
She's a bad woman, man.
To feed the homeless and the needy, and never gave them shit. Her fucking medical all the medical tools they needed weren't given to them. They would reuse needles, and they were basically given like scraps, like whatever they fed the pigs for, they'd feed them that. And they said, "Hey, you're eating that."
Bad person, man, Mother Teresa.
That's what I'm saying. Like half of this shit's like full of shit, Half of those. I'm not saying all charities, not all, but most are just that. It's a hunger grab, where they just want to get, and then when it actually comes down to feeding people, they don't. That's why I've said it before, bro. The real way to solve homelessness and shit is not by giving them.
Nope, not at all.
No, you got to get the shit. Hey, that's it. No more standing in the corner.
I think let them know you have 5 months of this shit.
No, fuck no.
You wouldn't do 5 months?
You got a month.
Whatever.
No, you got a month.
I say...
You got a month to say, hey, you're either going to do something with your life that we're going to help. We'll help you with. We'll put you in the program. We'll either help you get a job or help you go to school, whatever. But we'll help you. Or you get the fuck out of our country. We're going to put you out there in Catalina Island.
What if a state in the Midwest volunteers and that state gets subsidies from the government, whatever, where they make like a homeless city? It's just name a Midwestern state.
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. All right. Everybody goes, hey, Oklahoma? Hey, Oklahoma? Oklahoma goes, yeah, we'll do it. We need the money. They go, all right, the government will subsidize you millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. You have to take in literally, bro, all of the fucking homeless people from America.
All of them.
You take them in. You make this fucking oasis, utopia for them.
Hey, their oasis is literally going to be rich suits, but cutouts. Like cutouts of rich people with their hand out, and they're going to be thinking they're giving them money.
Yeah. So that's them in Oklahoma. Meanwhile, we're just like, dude, all right, cool. No more fucking homeless people just fucking begging us for money, offering no value. Sorry, bro. That's what they do.
That's true.
I know if we made you homeless, if we forced you to be homeless, you'd beg for like 20 minutes. And then you'd be like, all right, I got enough money to fucking help make this fucking bit call. I lost my phone through homelessness. I make this call. So-and-so, I have a connection. Hey, man, I'm down on my luck. Can you give me a job like you said a couple weeks ago you offered me? Yes? All right, cool, man. I'll be there in the morning. I'll find a place to shower, and I'll be there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Straight up.
But A
Or
lot
I'll
of
sleep in my goddamn car.
Yeah, but a lot of times, I've walked by homeless people. No one can turn this on me and be like, "Oh, you're just an asshole." No, I've walked by homeless people. They don't offer value.
No.
Very rare, and it's not homeless people. Sometimes it's people that just maybe don't have a 9 to 5, but they're out there making these fucking arts and crafts. They're like, you know, there's people like fucking. They're offering some kind of value.
Dude, on my way home from work the other day, there was a kid, dude. I would say he was like 12, 13 years old, dude. He was literally out there in the street in the heat, bro, selling water bottles. Selling water bottles. Like, that's a kid that's actually trying to do something with himself. He just doesn't want to be a lazy fuck or whatever. He said, no, you know, I can make money selling water bottles. And people were buying. You're telling me a homeless person can't do that? I've heard some homeless people make bank for begging for money. Like, they make a killing. That they can get up to like $100 or $200 a day. Think about that. You don't get taxed for begging.
Yep.
So you don't got to pay shit. You ain't got to claim no wages. You're not working.
So it's understandable for like young people to be like, oh, we just gotta fix poverty, we gotta fix the homeless. Go try it. You're gonna see that most of the people are gonna be like, you got money for me? Oh no, but I'm here to give you a job. Okay, fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I want money.
Dude, that fucking bum that fucking kicks right there by the riverbed, by the bridge. Dude, how many times have people offered him jobs and he goes, no. He uses God as an excuse as to why he's homeless. And God is giving him a purpose to stay there being a fucking bum. The guy is cool, don't get me wrong. He's a cool guy, he's a respectable guy. But still, he uses the word of God as an excuse for him to be a homeless bum.
Yep.
Which is like, where's your value at? I mean, if God is really showing you the way or whatever, why don't you start a church or something, asshole? Start a church, start a little congregation, get your little building, and all right, here, you're preaching the word of God all day and night if you want. But no, this fool just wants to kick it by the bridge, rap for like 30, 40 minutes, and then sleep on his cot. Like, what? How is that productive? But you were talking about, going back to climate change, you were talking about, I say climate change, can't believe in it.
Because the climate's not changing.
Because the climate's not changing, it's the seasons. Get over it, bitch. Not calling you a bitch, but anybody that relates. But yeah, you were talking about because of climate change, salmon are dying now.
Oh yeah, look. All right, so I saw this video, bro. Damn, that's how long it took us to get to the fucking point. So I saw this video of fucking salmon. Salmon being boiled alive. They're just like slowly swimming in the river. I've seen salmon swim before in videos. They swim like super active. They're like, dude, I need to be somewhere. I need to.
Sure it wasn't catfish?
No, this shit was salmon. Yeah, I know what salmon looked like, bro. This shit was salmon. And I saw this video, and it just like, made me be like, I mean,
let me see the video.
I'm pretty on the fence. I don't have the video for you.
What the fuck?
You could look it up and play it after we discuss this. But look, I do have this article. Salmon's boiled alive in unlivable water. Salmon boiled salmons.
Just say salmon.
Salmons.
No, just salmon.
No, I got it though. Salmons boiled alive in unlivable water due to record-breaking heat waves.
Where's this at?
This is by NatureWorldsNews.com. This is by Ryan Jordan.
No. I'm saying, where is this happening at?
Canada.
Oh, fuck Canada.
According to a conservation group that captured the distressing image, salmon in the Columbia River were subjected to unlivable water temperatures, causing them to break out in furious red sores and white fungus. In the aftermath of the Pacific Northwest's record-breaking warmth.
Wait. Is it that scary fungus that they're getting?
Ooh, who knows?
Oh my God.
A school of sockeye salmon swimming in a river tributary can be seen covered with injuries in a video published on Tuesday by the nonprofit organization Columbia Riverkeeper. The group claims the injuries are the consequence of stress and overheating. According to Brett Vanderheel, executive director of Columbia Riverkeeper, the salmon migrated upstream in the Columbia River from the ocean to return to their natural breeding grounds, where they abruptly reversed direction. He characterized the sockeye as escaping in a burning structure by diverting off to the Little White Salmon River, a branch of the Columbia River where the footage was captured. The video was taken during a heat wave on a day when the water temperatures reached 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 degrees Celsius, a fatal temperature for these anadromous fish if they are exposed to it for lengthy periods. In addition, the Columbia River is not allowed to rise over 68 degrees Fahrenheit under the Clean Water Act. So, what they're saying is that the Columbia River is not allowed to rise over 68 degrees Fahrenheit. These shits were swimming in waters that reached 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, but how is it? What the fuck is? If it does reach 70 degrees, that's basically already breaking the law. Who is the government gonna go after? It's a fucking river.
It's a river.
So what? They're gonna give the river a ticket?
I don't think you can sue Mother Nature.
Exactly. So what the fuck?
I haven't heard of that. That would be pretty.
See, goddamn Canada, fool! You guys trip me out sometimes.
Pretty ballsy to see them sue. But the whole point is, I saw the video. These fish did not look like normal.
Look for the video.
These fish did.
Let's play the video right now.
These fish did not look normal. They were swimming.
No. I mean, I could agree with you that yeah, maybe the fish are being affected by something. But dude, I mean, saying boiled alive is a pretty bold statement to make. You're basically saying that these fuckers are cooked already. You know. If the temperature's not supposed, if the temperature only went up 2 degrees, that's not really boiling point for water per se. Maybe the fish might get overheated. Maybe
I do think they're being facetious. Like
I think
expect
so too.
Don't expect to see like fucking literally boiling water. But what they're saying is that this will lead to death for these fish.
Possibly, but
why would you think they would get to look? Watch for yourself. Why would you think they would get to
see.
this point and still be okay?
That's that girl you thought was cute, huh?
Yeah.
She actually is. So she put that salmon being boiled alive by a heat wave. Well, then show the video, please. That looks like a bite.
Cheers.
To who? Aw, poor bear. That sucked. That bear was bony. Alright, take it off. I don't want to see the polar bear getting skinny.
Yeah, so you asked for the video, you got the video.
I mean, some of those fish did look fucked up. Like, there's 2 of them. One of them, like, got bit. Like, if a fucking bear tried chomping it off and only took, like, part of its face off. And it said, oh, no, I'm swimming away. But, hey, who knows?
Yeah.
I think it's just Mother Nature. I don't think it was something caused by us, per se. I think it's just Mother Nature. It cleanses itself.
Do you think we make a difference, though?
I don't know, man. I really don't think so.
So you don't think the like, whatever it is that we emit, we consume, when you're talking about 7 billion people. Some consume less than others. Some consume
7 billion people, but let's take into account, out of those 7 billion people, how many billions of people don't have those resources that we have? They don't have gas. They don't have electricity, so they don't really get any of that. How many people are there? There's, I would say, 1 billion at least of people that have to either survive through conventional means, like making their own candles and shit like that, or they live off grid completely, not just by choice, but because they have to, you know, because they got no other way. They got no way of having power. They don't have a way of having running water. How many people out there in India who still get their water through rivers because they don't have running water in their homes? So it's like I don't really know.
And to the people that, so there's a lot of people that don't even, like you said, consume like any kind of car emissions because they don't drive, or
Yeah.
they don't live in like electrified homes, so they don't burn coal in their cities or whatever. But they still keep livestock, like cows.
Yeah.
And cows do emit that fucking, what the fuck is it called? What's that shit called?
That greenhouse gas.
Yeah, the greenhouse
Which I
gas.
said before, I heard it was good. Now they're saying it's bad. Like, make up your fucking mind.
What was the positive that you heard?
Well, that supposedly it thickens the ozone layer. And remember how I said that they've been saying that the ozone layer was thinning out and there was being a hole in it? But then now that supposedly the ozone layer got better again.
Wow.
Which I don't know how the fuck they measure the ozone layer if that you fucking can't see it. So I've always tripped out on it.
Yeah. My whole thing is I'm on the fence. I do hope, if it is real, that it's not too late. It makes me wonder what kind of world agendas that we have no fucking knowledge of, or that we have no control over, or that it's just wealthy elites. What kind of fucking agendas they're going to try and implement to save the planet. Why do you laugh at me that I say wealthy elites?
You said the elites.
Well, because I don't see them as elites, but I do see
don't Alex Jones on me, dude.
But I do see them as wealthy because they're wealthy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But they're not elite to me. I don't see them as like better than me.
No, yeah.
But I just wonder what fucking, like how much did they take advantage of this fucking pandemic?
Oh, they probably definitely took all kinds of advantage.
How many things that we haven't noticed yet that they've implemented in the shadows?
No, definitely. There's probably a lot of things they probably started doing. But it's a trip, honestly. But I don't know. I don't refuse to believe in it, but it's like I still don't find enough to say, oh shit, let's be worried about the environment. Because there's been plenty of stuff that have been explained before. It's just like, oh no, it was just the natural earth doing it. That's why I've said it before. Science also is almost like the Bible too, where it's just like, hey, we're taking the word of other dudes that wrote articles when we ourselves didn't go see those experiments or didn't see those tests on those theories that they talked about. So you're telling me I'm supposed to just believe that too?
Right.
So I mean, when you see it that way, I'm just making an argument. I'm not saying I don't believe scientists.
Right.
I'm just saying that. I'm pointing that out too.
True.
But I don't know.
What do you think about Scarlett Johansson?
Man, I trip out on it, dude. Like, okay, from what I read an article by comicbook.com where basically Disney responded. So her lawsuit is what she states is that Disney did a breach of contract by having the movie accessible to Disney Plus, because according to her contract, that her pay was based off of box office sales. So right now in the box office, it's not doing too well. I think it's only like at 30 million or 35 million, I believe, where that's how much revenue they've gotten so far. And right now they're under. Right now they're losing money. They're under. And that, I guess, depending on the box office sales, that's how much money she was going to get out of it. But because they did like a simulcast where the same day they released it in theaters, they also released it on Disney Plus, meaning a lot of people just streamed it instead of going out there to the movie theater. So she said that affected her pay. That affected her pay because a majority of people refused to go to the theater still, so they streamed it instead. So she lost money. So that's why she's suing Disney. She's not suing Marvel. She's suing Disney directly. Mm-hmm. And Disney responded saying like, oh, they basically flipped it on her and they did it beautifully. They're saying, oh, it's sad that she wants to do a lawsuit when she knows that a lot of people don't go to the movie theaters because of the COVID pandemic and this tragedy that's hitting the public. They flipped it on her as good, dude.
They DDT'd her.
They DDT'd her, bro. I was just like, holy shit, I did not expect that from Disney. Like, they basically made her look like the bad guy. Like, how could you be so inconsiderate of the people that want to stream the movie? Like, other people want to watch the movie too.
That's true.
So that's basically, they haven't disclosed any amounts yet, but at least both parties already responded to that. So it's getting crazy.
We do have an article, look. Basically, just to retouch some of the things that you just finished saying. This is from CNN Business by
CNN, bro.
Frank Bayota. Actress Scarlett Johansson filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court on Thursday that alleges Disney breached her contract by releasing the highly anticipated superhero film Black Widow on its streaming service Disney Plus. The film was released simultaneously on the service and in theaters, which the suit claims broken agreement between the star and the company. The suit alleges that Johansson agreed that her salary for the film would be based, in large part, on the film's box office haul. To maximize these receipts and thereby protect their financial interests, Ms. Johansson extracted a promise from Marvel that the release of the picture would be a theatrical release. The suit claimed, as Ms. Johansson, Disney, Marvel, and most everyone else in Hollywood knows, a theatrical release is a release that is exclusive to movie theaters. Yeah. Disney was well aware of this promise, but nonetheless directed Marvel to violate its pledge and instead released the picture on the Disney Plus streaming service the very same day it was released in movie theaters. Disney responded on Thursday saying that there is no merit whatsoever to this filing and that the suit is especially sad
I told you.
and distressing in its callous disregard to the horrific and prolonged global effect. That's not funny. The pandemic's not funny.
No, it's not, but it's funny that they said that.
It's just Disney being like fucking...
They're being savages.
Fucking dude.
They said, who the fuck are you?
COVID's not funny, but this is the way fucking Disney just try to fucking pile on.
They clap back.
Yeah. Horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Disney has fully complied with Miss Johansson. What a fucking asshole. Disney has fully complied with Miss Johansson's contract, and furthermore, the release of Black Widow on Disney Plus with Premier Access has significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation on top of the $20 million she has received to date, a Disney spokesperson said in a statement. The Wall Street Journal was the first to report the news. The suit comes, this is the last paragraph, the suit comes at a pivotal moment for Hollywood, as the pandemic has accelerated several trends at once. Streaming has become the focal point of Hollywood, while movie theaters and the box office struggle to return to normalcy following a pandemic that ravaged its business. So on one hand, it has ravaged Hollywood, but dude, if Disney doesn't honor the contract of multi-billion, would you say billion?
I would say million.
Okay, so we don't know if it's multi-billion. I think it's multi-billion.
I know their budget was like 180 million, I think, or like 200 million, I think.
But dude, why would she sue if she has no grounds? She clearly feels she has grounds to sue, right?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think the lawsuit is stupid. But because it's Scarlett Johansson, I support her all the way. You go, ScarJo. I hope you fucking win. I'm rooting for you, homegirl.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Have you watched the movie?
No.
I haven't.
I'm not going to pay $29 for that shit. I'll just wait till it's available on Disney Plus. Like once they don't charge me for that early access or whatever the fuck it's called. Then I'll watch it. Loki, though? Loki's a really good show. I mean, the last episode was ass, but the rest of the show is pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a pretty dope show. Like, I haven't watched the other Marvel shows they've been coming out with, but Loki, at least I watched that one. I was like, damn, that's a good-ass show. I've rewatched it like twice. It's a really good show. Really well-written. That character, the dude that plays Loki, I forgot his name, but he's a really good actor. And everybody else in there, like, they played really good parts. The dude that played Kang the Conqueror sucked. He was too, like, what's the word? Flamboyant. Like, it was weird. Like, in the comic book, that's not how the character is. So it was just weird to see him act like that. And I was like, nah, I don't really fuck with this dude. But other than that, the rest of the show was pretty good. It's not as bad as Masters of the Universe Revelations. I heard that shit's been getting bombed. By, the dude Kevin, I think his name is Kevin Smith. The dude that cried because he said his daughter was getting bullied and shit, and he cried on the stream or whatever.
I don't know.
He's the one they did Jay and Silent Bob.
No, I swear I don't know what this is.
You don't know the fuck Jay and Silent Bob? No? Fuck. Motherfuck.
Swear I don't
know. Oh my god. Okay, well he plays a character called Silent Bob. But recently, I guess he was given the director role for Master of the Universe, the show, for He-Man. It's basically a reboot of He-Man. which anybody that knows He-Man, it's like it was one of those biggest shows out there back then in the, I think, the 80s. I think it was in the 80s. One of the biggest shows out there, you know. Fucking Castle Grayskull, fucking Skeletor, like it was crazy. So they're shitting on this fool because this fool made it clear that he's never watched He-Man. He was never a fan of He-Man, but yet they make him director of the show, which isn't bad. Like, I don't think it's bad that they made him, even if he didn't watch it in his life, I don't think it's bad they made him director. But then he made false promises by saying like, oh, this is going to be a full He-Man show. Like, it's going to be He-Man. But when the show came out, I think he only came out like in 2 episodes. And the rest was based off another character that they were trying to make it a female-led show. Which, the way I see it, if that's what you came out with, and you let everybody know, then yeah, nobody should bash you. Like, hey, no, like everybody knew. You let everybody know from the jump that, hey, He-Man's going to get killed off from the jump, and we're going to let this character who's a female be the main protagonist of the show. Then by that means, I would be like, no, well, this was honest about it. He was honest about his direction for the show. He didn't mislead anybody, so I don't feel like people should bash his shit. But he didn't. He said it was going to be a full He-Man show, and it was going to be like nothing but He-Man and Skeletor, and I forgot the other dudes. But then it wasn't. Motherfucker gets killed, like, I think on the first episode or the second. And it's just based off some other female character. Which people don't realize this. People may not know. But they've actually had a female version of He-Man. A show back then.
What's her name?
She-Ra.
She-Ra.
Yeah. And it was a very it was a cool show too. Like, it just basically showed like female empowerment, and her team was mostly women too, of all the ethnicities as well. Like, it was crazy. Like, for their time, it was very inclusive too, that show, which is crazy. It's tripping. But yeah, this fool got shitted on that, so now he's actually bitching and saying that the fans that are mad about that show, what the fuck was his words? I forgot what he said, but basically he's bashing fans that are bashing his show. Like, he's calling some of them sexist and shit like that, where you're like, I mean, I get what argument you're trying to make, but I don't think people are mad about that. They're mad because you lied.
All right.
You said it was going to be a He-Man show, and it fucking has nothing to do with fucking He-Man.
Yeah.
But it's a trip. It's a trip right now how entertainment is going right now. Like, another thing, look at LeBron James. LeBron James fucking bending over for the CCP, taking it right up the keister when that one food from the Houston Rockets was talking shit to China because of the Hong Kong protests.
Hong Kong protests.
And now what are you trying to say? We don't want your movie. They refuse to play Space Jam.
I think that's awesome.
I think it's fucking hilarious.
I think it's fucking awesome.
I think it's hilarious. Like, here he is fucking sucking on Winnie the Pooh's dick, and then Winnie the Pooh says, I'm sorry, sir, but your fucking show's not allowed here. Your movie, I mean, isn't allowed here. And that movie, if it doesn't make the Chinese market, they say, if it doesn't get there, because for now, they're not letting it. They're not premiere. They have no schedule of premiere, nothing. So what they're saying is if they don't air it in China, that these fools are losing over $160 million with a budget of 180. So here, I think here in the US, it's only made 60. So they're going under. If they don't make it to the Chinese market, they're going under. Like, they're gonna lose hundreds of millions.
I don't like to see, people lose money like that, but hey, fuck it.
Yeah, I think I honestly think they fucked up when they wanted to go all woke with the movie by trying to, one, by removing Pepe Le Pew, two, by trying to remove Speedy Gonzalez, which was fucking ridiculous. And then, I mean, I feel like once they tried going woke, China saw that, and China was probably like, nah, we ain't got time for all this woke shit. That's way too much shit on our plate that we don't even want to deal with. So we're just gonna say, nah, we're not having it here. You know what I mean? That, or because China's racist as fuck. So
probably that too.
We've seen it with those posters of
the dude from
Star Wars.
Yeah, they removed the black guy from the fucking poster.
They fucking removed them. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna remove the shit out of LeBron James. They're gonna have big old Bugs Bunny and Lola Bunny, and like fucking LeBron James is gonna be super tiny on that poster.
They're probably just gonna have his name.
They're probably just gonna say James. They're not even gonna want to put LeBron, because right away people are gonna be like, LeBron, that might be a black guy's name. They're just gonna put James.
That's how they get down in China.
It's a trip, like, and people still support him. It's crazy.
I feel like that's a good place to end it.
I think so too. But we were J40 and Sickly. I'm sorry, dude. I'm fucking gone.
That's cool. J40 Sickly. Hope you guys like that. Let us know in the comments what you guys want us to cover. What you felt like you agreed. What you felt like we got wrong. Tell us why you disagree. And yeah, hit us up.
And if you believe in climate change, let us know too. Because I don't.
I do. Well, I'm on the fence. But anyway, tell us your craziest TJ story too in the comments and let us know. All right. Peace.